Why does African agriculture remain less productive despite decades of investment? Is it geography, technology, or institutions? Acemoglu and Robinson argue that long-run outcomes depend on institutions. But does this framework fully explain African agriculture? Acemoglu and Robinson distinguish two types of institutions. Inclusive institutions protect property rights and encourage investment. Extractive institutions concentrate power and limit incentives. In their framework, development is not a technological problem. It is an institutional one. Agriculture is one of the most policy-shaped sectors. Governments influence land rights, input subsidies, pricing policies, trade restrictions, extension systems, irrigation, and credit. This makes agriculture highly sensitive to institutional quality. Even small distortions significantly affect farmer incentives. Despite donor inflows and reforms, African agriculture shows low mechanization, low fertilizer intensity, fragmented landholdings, high post-harvest losses, and persistent food imports. The puzzle is not absence of policy, it is weak transmission from policy to productivity. Agriculture depends on three institutional conditions. Secure property rights make farmers invest more. Functioning markets ensure prices reflect scarcity. Credible policy environments shape expected stability. When these are weak, even well-designed policies underperform. The framework correctly highlights three structural problems. Weak enforcement makes land rights inconsistent. Political allocation distributes subsidies by politics, not efficiency. Low investment incentives mean uncertain returns discourage long-term agricultural investment. However, the institutional approach alone is incomplete. Agriculture is constrained by biology and risk. Rainfall variability and soil heterogeneity matter. Market failures are pervasive. Credit gaps and missing insurance persist. Smallholder heterogeneity makes uniform policy difficult. African agricultural policy oscillates between supply side and demand side. Supply side pushes subsidies, inputs, mechanization, and irrigation. Demand side faces low profitability, weak purchasing power, unstable markets, and limited infrastructure. Supply interventions fail when demand conditions are weak. Examples make this clear. Fertilizer subsidies fail when output prices are uncertain. Mechanization fails when land markets are fragmented. Improved seeds fail when credit is unavailable. The supply push alone cannot overcome demand-side gaps. Acemoglu and Robinson emphasize incentives. In agriculture, incentives depend on expected output prices, risk exposure, market access, and policy credibility. When incentives are misaligned, farmers rationally underinvest, even when technologies exist. The problem is incentive inconsistency. So, the puzzle is not why farmers don't respond to policy. It is why policies fail to translate into consistent incentives at the farm level. The answer lies at the intersection of institutions, market failures, and environmental risk. No single framework is sufficient. Acemoglu and Robinson provide a powerful lens, but agriculture adds biological risk, spatial dispersion, and market incompleteness. The puzzle is institutional, structural, and environmental. Agricultural transformation requires rules, markets, and incentives that reinforce each other at the farm level.